You're listening to Random Outburst on 101 FM. Australian hip-hop is known for its distinctive local style, mixing a wide diversity of influences including the laid-back Aussie culture. Our first guest is the latest artist to hit the Oz hip-hop and R&B scene. He was born in Wollongong and he was raised in Illawarra, the place where his hip-hop and R&B passion first started. Welcome to Random Outburst, Jes McGarry.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I wanted to start off by asking, why did you want to get into the music industry?
Why? I have a passion for hip-hop and music in itself, and just, I love it, really. That's the main reason.
It's an art. If you could, would you have a stage name, and what would it be?
Well, my stage name is just my name, my real name, Jes McGarry.
Yep.
So I just, a lot of MCs choose different ways to represent themselves, and this is just the way I choose to represent myself is my own name. So
okay, we just played one of your songs, "The Way It Should Be." Can you tell me a bit more about that song?
Yeah, "The Way It Should Be" is it's a real story. A girl that used to live I used to live in Southport Central, and she used to run the clothes store downstairs, and she was gloomy and sad over a relationship that wasn't going her way, or she wasn't in love anymore. And I kind of wrote a song to cheer her up, and once we got into the studio, found that we could put a big hook on it, and Taj, who was a performer down the Gold Coast, came on and did that. So it's also, it's for the Aussie hip hop girls, I think.
You seem very talented. Do you play any instruments, and if so, what do you play?
Yeah, no, I don't play any instruments.
Okay.
But I write, I record, run the business behind my label, and a few other things. Yeah, I'm pretty sporty.
We know that you're in the hip-hop and R&B genre. Why did you get into this type of genre?
I think when I grew up in Wollongong, there was a grunge kind of movement, Silverchair, Pearl Jam, and at the time, I played a lot of basketball, and it just seemed to be culturally, the music that kind of was around my circle, hip hop and R&B. So, and plus I just like the jive of it. I like that you can go to the club and dance to it, and that's what interests me. So growing up, they were my options in music. My dad was into country music, so and so's my brother. So, but they don't interest me.
Yeah.
But so it's just the way it moves me.
Okay. We're just about to play one of your songs off the album, Every Day Is a Holiday, the song Really. Can you tell me a bit more about the song?
Yeah, what I wanted to do on the record was to display my personality. And I used to serve in the army, and so when I started to write the song, I give myself free creativity. I just let things happen, sort of like a freestyle writing session. And then, once I had the beat from Mules on that, it's just what came out. Really is a tribute to the Australian soldiers serving in Afghanistan. The first verse is from an officer's point of view, like you kind of get in their mental, and the second verse is from a digger's point of view, like a private soldier, a corporal, or a non-commissioned officer. And then the chorus is me and my message to the soldiers over there overseas, with really the sample really being, like society's, like we're asking society, like, really, is this really happening still? We're still fighting wars, we're still at war and conflict. So yeah, that's what the music means to me.
Okay.
Sounds like an excellent song.
Random Outburst, Logan's own youth radio program, 7 till 10 p.m. on 101 FM.
Welcome back to Random Outburst on 101 FM. We have Jes McGarry in the studio with us tonight. He's a hip-hop and R&B musician.
And a pretty good one at that, so...
Yeah. Okay, so we were just wondering, what are some of your influences?
My music?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say my brother and my dad.
Yeah.
My dad, growing up, we had music on all the time in the car, around the house. Wake up in the morning to John Prine, country music. Oh man, just full on. And then my brother, he strums guitar. He's self-taught and can pick, with the best of them. So they're my two main influences in hip hop. The artist that I like at the moment, Talib Kweli, because he just speaks from the soul and speaks himself.
Yeah.
Growing up, Black Eyed Peas, when they were into hip hop, and also Tribe Called Quest, and so they're my influences from earlier. LL Cool J. There's a lot of artists, but mostly just I think the thing with hip hop is just to be yourself. Put yourself on your own record. Spit the way that you spit. Talk, represent you and your group, and also where you're from, and just have fun.
Yeah, don't try and be something you're not.
Yeah, definitely not.
See that all the time.
Because I was just about to go and ask, do you play any covers from those artists, or is it all solely your own music?
Yeah, the whole record's me. I've written every lyric and influenced the production from Simon Mules. And I took that into demo phase, and then he gave me back the original beats. So we worked together on the record for about 8 months in 2010. So yeah,
it's a long process.
Yeah, if you want to do it properly and have a good sound, it is.
It's worth it though.
Well, your album Every Day is a Holiday. How long did that take you to put together?
Well, I've been writing ever since I got out of the army, just loosely, and then when I decided to do a demo back in at the start of 2010. So yeah, I floated that demo to Mules in about February, March, and asked if he would do a record with me. So a good 6 or 7 months of back and forth to do a record, and then into the studio, and here we are, in 2011 now promoting it. So I think you're continuously doing a record, even just adding to the creative process before it, and then presenting it, and then performing it as well. So
definitely,
which I'm looking forward to.
Okay, well, what advice would you give to someone if they wanted to start their own career as a musician?
In music?
Yeah.
And say solely the R&B and hip hop genre?
Yeah, just in hip hop?
Yeah.
I'd firstly just, you've got to work on yourself. You work on your sound and work on yourself. And I guess finding out who you are as an artist before you kind of present. And then just mastering your craft, learning your flow and just be yourself and don't try and be anyone else. But I mean, advice would probably just to do everything properly, from sound engineer work all the way up to just presenting yourself, presenting your product, and don't cut corners.
No, that will definitely show. Yeah. Okay. Well, we are now going to play another song of yours from your album that we've just been discussing. This song is called "I Love You." What can you tell me about this song?
I Love You. Well, I Love You is a part of my personality, in that whenever I fall in love with a girl, it's always been love at first sight. And then as Miss Thompson, a teacher, used to date in Brisbane, so that's the storyline behind that. That was maybe last year. And so it just goes over that. The sample's a Nat Cole sample. Piano plays against each other, just representing male and female energies, and then the story, and then it's kind of the cabaret introduction from Kevin Keepa before we're on the Gold Coast. So
a lot of emotion.
Yeah, I think so.
Southeast Queensland's hottest youth radio program, Random Outburst, 101 FM.
You're listening to Random Outburst on 101 FM. We're back in the studio with Jes McGarry tonight, and he is advertising his new album. I was just wondering, do you have any upcoming gigs? And if so, where at? Yeah,
on Tuesday night we're at the Arts Centre performing, opening up for the Gold Coast Indie Night.
Oh, yeah?
So that's starting at 7 o'clock, 7:30?
7:30.
7:30. And we'll be performing a few songs there. Kevin Keepa's coming down, also Sherriden Leigh off the record. So yeah, come down.
How can any of our audience find out more about you?
Yeah, well, you can obviously download the record right now at iTunes, and just letting everyone know the second single that was on. Really, we're donating all single sales of that track to Legacy to help out the families of the soldiers that have fallen. So yeah, you can pick that up at iTunes. You can look on YouTube for those video clips. We've got another video clip coming really soon for Let Me Know feature video clip. It's going to look great, and you can just look up on Facebook as well, my fan page. So that's where we're at.
Do you have any overall plans for the future? Do you want to stick more on your music, or do you have other commitments?
Yeah, we're just taking it one day at a time at the moment. Just see what opportunities present themselves. But we've just finished. We're about halfway through right now into a second record, and I'm hopefully we can get into the studio later this year. But we have a few other projects in the pipeline with feature video clips and maybe movies soon towards the end of the year. So we'll see what life presents itself.
That's excellent. Yeah.
Well, on our website www.randomoutburst101.com, we're going to have links to Jes McGarry's Facebook, website, etc. And yeah, we're going to have a recording of the interview up there tonight. So
we're also going to have a copy of his film clip for Really as well, advertising that song out there too.
All on our website, so...
Thanks so much, guys.
Oh, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank
It
you.
has. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.